Welcome back to another episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast. I'm your host with the most skin slip. That's my co-host, not quite the most, but maybe second most. My beard's way better than his. Owen Neal. How's it going, my friend? What? What is it? If it's not a beard, it's an amazing, luscious, gorgeous facial
I don't know if I'd call yours a beard.
Scraggly. I just haven't combed it. Look, it's fine when I comb it.
Oh.
Scraggly. You're fucking scraggly. You're
Scraggly.
like one to talk, by the way. Jesus Christ. Anyway. So the density of your hair makes all the difference, apparently?
Monk's fuller.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, but do you have almost 3 feet of hair coming off your head?
And beards it does.
Also, I'd like to point out, your beard is more fuller and wide, but mine's longer by a lot.
No, because that's
mine goes almost to my belly button. Extensions? Oh yeah, total extensions, bro. Look at that beard.
Extensions.
Anyway, we watched another Moturn Media film, and which we are fond of here on Psychotronic Coast to Coast. We previously watched Don't Let the River Beast Get You, and Slingshot Cops, and Freaky Farley, and those were all better than this one. But this is not a bad movie. But you can tell, I don't know, something about this one. Like, this... I don't know. There's nothing, anyway, we will get into that. Owen, how did you find this movie? Like, did you?
I've always said that.
Like, was this the one that you found first, or? Okay. River Beast for sure. That's a good introduction. I'd say if anyone's watching these movies for the first time, Don't Let the River Beast Get You is probably the one I'd show somebody. It's the most overtly entertaining and humorous one. Meanwhile, Freaky Farley is a bit more awkward and weird kind of humor, and I wish I had seen The Pit before I saw it, because I probably would have gotten a lot more humor out of it. Anyway, so tell me what happened in this movie? Oh, sorry, you're right. Fuck. It is.
What's the name of it?
Marriage, Murder, and Monsters in Manchvegas. It's the wrong order. And it's those 3 words, but it's the wrong order. It's Monsters, Marriage, and Murder in Manchvegas. Okay. I knew. I just got it in reverse. I literally put it in reverse, actually. I dyslexiated it. So. I figured as soon as you said, no, it's not it, I'm like, okay, I think I know what happened here. Yeah, it's, it's MMMM. It's M4, M squared. We'll call it Manchvegas for sure.
I always mess it up, too.
I like alliteration, so I'm pretty fond of this title.
Yeah.
Right. Which is where the film was set.
And Manchvegas is
film.
Manchester.
Isn't that where all the films are filmed?
Hampshire.
Because that's where they live.
And filmed.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. He lives in, like, Massachusetts now, so I think they're mostly filmed around there, but he might still trip up there.
Yeah, dude. Anyway,
just,
so yeah, the movie
New Hampshire,
is
Massachusetts,
Monsters, Marriage, and Murder in Manchvegas.
New England.
I actually will give them full credit right now. The end, the murder was not, the murderer was not who I expected it to be. I kind of dug it. It was a nice little curveball. Like, oh hey, look at that curveball. Yeah, man, take us through the movie. Yeah, it just happened.
Alright, you ready?
That's because neither of us write down notes. We fucking freeballed the show so hard.
We just watched
Every
the movie
other podcast out there is way more professional.
We're gonna forget
Those guys watch the movie more than once. They write down fucking notes. They've seen the movie a bunch of times, like in the past, so they know the movie by heart. And and we are just like, it was a movie. I don't know if it's sterile. It's different. It's just a different kind of show.
That was too
Ours
too
is a
sterile,
free-balled. I make notes occasionally, but
man.
usually like 5 words, and then like we're in the show and I'm staring at it the entire show going, what was this note for? What was that? What was that? What's that word? I can't even read that handwriting. Like, that's how it is. Like, I have a little notepad right here on my desk. Okay, and when I write things down on it, and that's where I take my notes when I need them, and then I promptly forget what the fuck I wrote because I can't read what I wrote. But the word sloppy is handwriting. Yeah, there was no gifts I really wanted out of this movie.
The only notes I write is when you want a gift.
Gifts are awesome.
You're just like,
I originally envisioned like a gallery of gifts for everyone to peruse on the website. Yeah, so that was originally going to be like our own website, but that was a lot of work, and I was just like, work. Anyway. So if you want a quality podcast, you should definitely be watching something else on the Screaming Pods Network. Just a heads up.
Yes, the movie.
We're number 1. I should see what our fucking what our viewership looks like.
No, we're number 1.
That we've been around for a couple months on there. We got one friend. We got one whole friend.
One person listens to it.
He's our biggest fan. He like retweets every episode that he watches. I'm so appreciative of that. Mike Fitzgerald is his name. Hi, Mike. Thanks for watching.
This is like everyone on the network. So.
Really do. It's good to have hardcore fans. That's all I gotta say. No, he listens to it at least. That's fine. So he'll hear this in 2 years.
I don't know if he actually.
We're still putting up videos or episodes that were recorded 2 years ago, because we have like 40 episodes in the can, just waiting to be edited because I don't like harass him about editing because he's got a job. He's got work, you know. But now I gave him a really brilliant idea, like, hey, you should have somebody else for $5 in Fiverr do a cursory edit of just like getting rid of all the dead air and the flubs and shit, and then you can do a cleanup even further for the actual podcast, thus cutting down the amount of work you do. Because that's not going to pay you for your work, because you'd have to quit your job to be able to do a good job at this.
Why don't you just pay me
a better job at this, I should say, to be able to do like 4 episodes a month until we caught up, you know. Yeah, we should probably talk about the movie. That's a whole 5 minutes you got to cut out of the episode already. Look at that. See?
Anyway,
okay, Fiverr editor, cut that last ramble out. I know. That's gonna be the running gag now. Fiverr editor, cut this shit out.
Probably not.
MOS.
Okay, so the movie starts out. We're introduced to MOS.
And what is an outlaw society?
Yes, which stands for Manchvegas Outlaw Society. Probably not. I think they just thought it would be funny if that's what it's called. But it's like montage. You get some cheerful singing. You get Matt as a I remember his name, Marshall. Marshall, All-Star Pete. I don't remember the girl's name. They're all like delivering books and newspapers and throwing water balloons at each other and playing basketball. You know,
it's
late 20-year-olds.
It's very interesting. Like I note this every time I watch the movies.
Common theme in their movies.
All of their characters act like either naive people who are fresh to the world or are children who just happen to inhabit these adult bodies. And I don't know if these are emotionally stunted people that they're playing, or it's just they want to make a childlike whimsy about their films, which is what I think it really is. They just probably want to give you like a childlike feeling to the characters' interactions and stuff. But like, it's a notable quality, and it is an interesting stylistic choice that I find endearing. So, yes, that's right. I knew it was a J. I just kept like, Judy, Judy. No?
Her name's Jenny.
Judy doesn't sound right. Yeah.
Then we're introduced to another girl, her dad, all that good stuff. But she goes and starts hitting on a guy that works at a store. He's sweeping outside. And it basically jumps around between these characters. And she's really like, it's hard to tell the timeline in this because she like says, "Why don't you ask me out?" And he asks her out, and then they go on a date, and then like it seems like the second date, like the next day,
and she mentions several times that it feels
marry
like
me.
Everyone keeps mentioning for that.
How long has it been?
I think it is literally the next day, and it's such an awkward scene. Like they're talking, and she's like emotionally manipulating him. She is like a really damaged character, and I don't know if that was intended that way, but she's like emotionally manipulative. She basically gives this guy an ultimatum of marry me or fuck off, basically. I'm leaving town. Yeah, I made a promise to my mom
if I don't get married.
And he's like, okay, well, marry me. She's like, okay.
Yeah,
and then she's like, oh, I made that up.
Mom said so.
What? Yeah, that part's real, but she made up the bullshit.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
The mom is dead. That part's not made up.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And when all that's happening,
Marshall, and All-Star.
I forgot the name already. Matt's character.
Because he's jealous.
Marshall.
He's jealous as hell. Yeah.
Marshall is breaking up all of Jenny's dates she's going on because he clearly likes her, but he won't admit it. That also introduced the villain. Well, not a real villain.
He's not a villain. They call him a
bad guy. Not really a bad guy. He's just rich. He has a butler. He starts his own outlaw society.
Yeah, he's the arch rival of Marshall.
Yeah. He basically just keeps showing up, and he's just like, I'm going to steal your girl. Well, he's mad because he was on a date with Jenny, and he interrupted it by playing.
They play. He keeps playing pranks to fuck up her dates because he's jealous.
And then dump women's underwear on her. Yeah. But I'm mad I can't remember the other girl's name because she's like a pretty big character. I mean, her name is Sharon Scalzo for real, but I don't remember her character name. But she's with her guy. They're engaged. She's trying to talk him into skinny dipping, and he's like, piss off. I'm going to take a nap. Which is funny because this whole time she's just manipulating him to do whatever she wants. And then she's like, let's go skinny dip. And he's like, meh, I'm putting my foot down. Not doing it.
Melina.
Could be.
That's her name.
Oh, you looked at it? Sharon Scalzo.
Anyway, yeah. Everyone got to watch me go to IMDb to figure that out.
Yeah. She goes skinny dipping and disappears. Presumably dead. And again, the timeline is kind of like it cuts to the cop being like, they've already had a funeral. I'm like, again, this is the next day. This a week from now. This is a month from now.
Kind of.
Yeah. So then the dad is kind of acting weird. He's like really mean to the reporter girl, but then he clearly is banging her all of a sudden too.
Like I said, there's a lot of weirdness and quirkiness.
She's just at his house making him breakfast.
And like character interactions are almost never what you expect. Which is part of the reason why I find them so endearing. Because these characters are so weird and unrealistic in so many ways. But also endearing because most of them are likable people, Yeah, which they never made any.
And at the same time, they introduced even more characters. There was like a school archaeology dig.
They turned the topsoil, and that was it. That was it.
Well, they were turning some dirt, but they didn't get very far.
Gospel Cap, yeah, it's some weird.
Marshall pranks him.
Hairy,
Casper,
Sasquatch-like animal that's like part mushroom or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're weird, hairy creatures, and my favorite part is they talk to each other with subtitles, like the old Godzilla films.
Kind of like.
Hell yeah.
Kind of like Ewoks.
Just saying.
we haven't seen them yet, but I guess the idea is they're digging up to find proof of them. Was the idea? Because later they're like they're getting too close, but he goes and pranks the girl on a date again, and they find an actual dead body. Cops are getting involved, and so now Marshall's fixated on not going out with Jenny, but solving a murder.
Are you sure?
No.
No, you're not. They had some weird mask, but I mean, like, no, like I know they had some weird mask on top of it, but like,
no,
was it?
No, these were like.
These are still.
I'm sure.
Were they ghillie suits? God,
no, they had like gorilla suits this time. The other like.
Okay, my bad.
They were ghillie suits in the other one.
That's true, they were.
But when,
I bet you those were the same ghillie suits.
I mean, we saw the ghillie suits when he pretended to be them.
Anyway, I thought they were the same.
Prank, those were ghillie
parts
suits.
of the same suits. My bad. We shall continue.
Yeah. Another girl gets murdered. So now, like, Marshall's fully fixated on he's going to solve this murder spree. And it's kind of it's being pointed at that the fiance of the other girl is the one that's doing it. And the dad is pushing it that way, being like
a weird motive.
You know, his fiance died, so he's going to kill all fiancés.
See, it wouldn't make sense. See, that motive doesn't make sense. Of course,
we see that
his own
she's
fucking
fine.
Fiance was
well,
killed.
not really fine, because the
so
monsters
why
are
would
going to sacrifice
the fact
her.
that his fiance was killed trigger him to kill other fiancés? He's a victim. He's not. What the fuck? They're literally blaming. They're literally victim blaming. Literally. Anyway. I mean, he
doesn't
wasn't a
want
very bright
anybody
character.
happy.
By the way, she wanted to go skinny dipping, and he was like, "No, I'm too comfortable." Like, I've never been so comfortable.
There was also that whole
I can't get up to go skinny dipping with a lovely person that wants to skinny dip with me. I'm like, what? You don't deserve the person who wants to skinny dip with you if you don't feel like skinny dipping with them. Like, hello, nakedness. Yeah, maybe.
I think it was finally
definitely
setting in that he's making a mistake. He's like, oh shit, I don't want to marry her.
For sure.
She's crazy. She's abusing me emotionally. But yeah, see, this is where it jumps around like a ton. So he's trying to solve the murders. The monsters have the girl, and they're going to sacrifice her. Then the monsters are going to kill all the people at the archaeology.
There's subtitles as these
there's a whole weird scene where like
caps are like talking to each other, and it's like subtitle. It's just like Godzilla talking to Anguirus. Yes.
And there's even more subplot within that where the nerdy guy, which is the director of the movie, the cute girl at the school likes him. And then the other guy that was only there to pick up her gets pissed off and breaks his glasses. And it's just like, what? And then they get killed. You see him in the background embracing death. Maybe in the third.
So I'm glad we at least edit the audio. This would be so annoying if you're trying to hear this You just hear me coughing and blow my nose and shit. I know sometimes you can't cut around that because it just comes out of nowhere, but that's fine. It's just like I try to warn you so you can like cut around it. You know. That's why I try to find quiet things to fidget on, and the chair.
It's hard to cut around when you fidget with stuff.
So like now you don't. As I move around, now I just had to press really lightly on the keys. I have to like slowly type so it doesn't click clack. If I have to do something, like if I have to look something up or whatever, I'm like, enter, type in the search box, you know, like really slow, or if I have to respond to somebody in chat. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked.
Well, the monsters are killing
one of
the students.
Be clear here.
One of them who thinks the tradition is bullshit.
Then you talked about the students immediately after, and then I wanted to clarify.
Yes. Well, I said monster. So yeah, he lets her go. Tells her to run, so she leaves. Meanwhile, Marshall and Jenny are pretending they're gonna get married to trick the killer into coming up to the rock. They were there with the other girl's dad, staking it out. The fiance shows up with a knife, and the dad stabs him to death. You know, he's a hero. But he turns around, his daughter's still alive.
I thought he died, but apparently
she's like, "How dare you?"
Didn't.
I loved him. She runs off, and he has a heart attack. Oh. And that's when Marshall thinks something's weird. He's like, how did he know about all this stuff? And how did he know he would show up? So he goes to the guy's house and just finds a note from the dad saying, show up on the rock with that knife you have of mine. It's part of a set. That was like a running joke.
I'd like to point out that they just came like out of left.
So he quickly figures out that the dad is the actual murderer.
Right, he signed it with his name. Like, oh, that's asking to get caught.
Yeah, and he signed it.
Yes. All-Star Dave.
And then he got him
All-Star Dave, right?
Then they recorded him confessing.
God damn it. It's his real
recorded
name,
him
Tom,
confessing
right?
that. He was like, yeah,
it's Dave.
All-Star Pete.
I don't know why I had Dave then.
Yes. Which is funny. There's no Dave. It was just funny because when we were watching it, I was talking about Pete. We were talking about how Matt just dropped a new album with his, group of friends in a band. And I kept mixing up Tom, who plays guitar in it, with an actual guy named Pete, who plays bass
in the movie
on it.
And there's a different Pete in the band.
Called him All-Star Pete from the movie.
So yeah. Scooby-Doo style.
Yes. So he gets him to confess. They record it. They trap him in a net. And then he's like, my daughter.
Oh, but she frees the monster.
And you get a little bit of a montage of the daughters run back because she's in love with that monster.
The monster let the girl go. I thought the monster was a girl. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It sounded
that was going to be their sacrifice.
Tone to the voice, but maybe it's supposed to be gender not specific in this case. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But then she falls in love with the monster! Hey! Happy ending! Alright.
Yep. And at this point, Jenny had left the group because
doesn't this feel
Marshall
wouldn't,
wouldn't admit that he liked her.
Oh my god.
But it's okay. He won her back. He ran all around town to find her.
For no reason.
And at the end, they're all holding hands. And then the guy's butler joins their crew.
Right
for some reason. At least for one shot. He's not there in the end shot. I believe so. And then it ends with them walking down the train track with Marshall and Jenny holding hands, and All-Star Pete just
scattered throughout this movie is like
it's all his only love anyway.
As the ridiculous song singing about what's happening on screen starts playing, and it just enhances the goofy, weird, quirky comedy that's happening here. And I probably my favorite part is the songs. It always is, because it's just, I don't know, I like his music. Yeah, used to be friends and now she's my girlfriend. Used to be friends and now she's my girlfriend. For him and
Jenny? Like, yeah. Used to be friends and now she is my girlfriend.
Oh man. And the basketball, there's a basketball song too, right? I can't remember how that one went. There's a summertime, yeah. Oh god. Oh god. All right. So what did you think of the movie?
It's like a summertime song.
Yeah, exactly.
Overall,
like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Like,
it's just
I've always had it.
I've seen so far,
it's like
which isn't saying it's a bad movie at all. It's just, that if I had to choose favorites and there was like a gun pointed at my head, I'm sorry, man. Manchvegas gets the axe.
It was just like
how it goes. It feels a bit too.
Like all the stories, like obviously.
For me, what I always enjoy about the films is they're really well shot.
So it's just
they're shot like people who know how to fucking shoot a film. They don't have the budget to make a movie, but they're making a movie anyway, and that's part of the charm of these movies is they're not bad. They're just and it's not incompetent. It's just what's the word? It's unpolished. It's raw. It's more sharp edged. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like these movies. Yeah, no, that's the other thing. Like, you could have literally just had her never come back in the movie, cut all the monsters out, and you could have shaved 10 minutes off this movie, and I don't think the movie would have been hurt by it at all. No offense, I just think that you could have streamlined the movie easily, but I'm not here to tell someone how to make their art. I'm just saying, like, it's not that the movie feels long, but you could have made it shorter, too, by getting rid of the superfluous, You could have literally just turned it into a murder mystery movie and not had any monsters in it, actually. It could have just been called Marriage and Murder in Manchvegas. I'm just saying, But the fact that you have monsters, I love. And the fact that you first build the monsters, even though the monsters aren't even first built in the movie, you don't even see them more than halfway through the movie. I just love that. You gave first building to the least build character, and I appreciate that. Yep, with weird, paper mache masks. I liked it. I think the 3 out of 5 stars, actually. I think it's pretty enjoyable. A lot of the problems you see in these movies, they're not well lit, or there's bad sound, and it's not framed well, and all those things are A pluses, and they do a really good job with all those things. Those are very important things in films, and you can overlook a lot of amateurish issues or a lot of mistakes because it's so enjoyable and so competently made. That's why I love their movies, because they're the true modern regional filmmakers, Yeah, maybe. All right.
I don't know if the girl like Jenny has ever showed up in any of the.
What do you rate the movie?
Maybe she was a 1 and done.
3 out of 5. Right on. We matched up on this one. All right. So, are you ready to hear what we're gonna watch next week? Or next episode we record? Stop saying next week. Next time we record, because sometimes we don't record every week. Depression sucks. You ready to see it? Black Roses, finally. Yeah, and then we're gonna follow it up with Rock and Roll Nightmare, obviously.
Sure.
All right, so that's it. Do you have any last words, Owen? Oh. Correct.
Go support.
Oh, yeah. Triple album.
Support the good indies. Go support Matt Farley.
No, you know what? When this comes out, when this comes out, there might be even another album.
Although when this comes out, it'll probably be months old. But listen to it anyways.
Yeah, he's got several hundred albums. No joke. So he has an entire album devoted to poop.
It'll be like his 400th album. See, you gotta watch this and Slingshot Cop, Amazon Prime. Then they get enough money to make the next film, and then I can drive to Massachusetts and be in it.
Excellent. I'm sure if you showed up, they'd figure to give you a role.
I told them if they needed a bearded homeless man, I'm the guy.
Totally. You should have some awkward lines. It'd be perfect. And you should flub them, and they should keep the flub and everything
Hopefully
in. You fucking stuttering or something. Or you mumbling incoherently, and the subtitle says, incoherent mumble. There you go. You're in the movie. Alright. I haven't turned up pretty good.
That's what most people think.
Anyway, so we'll see you next week for another...
Jake
we will see you next time for another episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast. Don't forget to check out other shows here on the... Don't forget to check out other shows here on the Screaming Pods Network, and don't forget to check out the merch store where we have stickers available for you. See you next time. Peace.